Bernardo Silva is on Bayern München's radar as it stands right now. So hello, welcome to my channel, and let me go through this because Bayern München obviously in rebuild, and Bernardo Silva has talked about wanting to leave Manchester City for quite a while. And I think what people need to understand is Manchester City fought to keep Bernardo Silva for quite a while because we wanted him in our squad. We wanted to keep him because what he did. But Bernardo Silva is in regress right now. He has been in regress for a full year. He started off the year pretty decently. Now he's been outright poor at the end of the season. He hasn't been good for Portugal. I mean, he's been decent, but he's not been good. And next season he will be even worse for us. So Bernardo Silva, he also doesn't like being at Manchester City and having to play a different role each time. He wants to have the same role every game, or almost every game. He either wants to be a midfielder or a right winger. He doesn't want to be rotated constantly as we do at Manchester City, which is why Bernardo Silva wants to leave. Now, in previous years, Bernardo Silva didn't leave because we didn't want him to leave. He was so good. But now, we're not fighting anymore for Bernardo Silva, I believe. I believe we can replace Bernardo Silva as he is no longer at the level he used to be. So it's fine to let him go. And let me show you why, I think. I think it's better to show you this way. So first of all, this is the lineup we would be playing near the end of the season. And someone in the comments rightfully pointed out that Guardiola would play as left winger and that Akanji sometimes stepped up into midfield to form a box midfield. But when I talk about this system, I am talking about the system we used the most in the last 5 days of the Premier League. Because I think this was our best formation in the season. When Guardiola stepped up into midfield from a left back position. That is my opinion. That's why I use this system, which we did use at the end of the Premier League season. That's just to clear something up for some of you guys who might be confused why I use this. Well, Guardiola, admittedly, most of the season he played out here with the wingers dropping into midfield or Akanji stepping up. That's not really relevant for this video. So, if I had to predict, we probably play something similar to this again. With probably Diaz being more into the center or with Guardiola and Diaz rotating. Whatever, that's not the point of this video, right? Where is Silva, Bernardo Silva, going to play in this system? Because Doku is going to shift onto the right wing when Savio arrives. Because Savio is too good. Savio will go onto the left wing. Doku will have to make space. Now, Doku is really good on the right wing. And I have watched Doku pretty much his entire career. And there's a lot of people who seem to have this belief that Doku can't play on the right. Because he played 2 or 3 poor games on the right. And then people point to the Belgium game. He was playing really good on the right wing for Belgium. Oh, but he conceded a goal. Yeah, that's because of the Desco. Doku should never be that far deep. And Doku has instructions from our Belgian manager, I am Belgian by the way, to not play long balls, to not clear the ball. We have instructions coming down from the manager to keep the ball. So Doku didn't clear the ball because that's the instructions the manager gave him. Then he spills the ball because he has nobody to pass to, and you see that goal. Doku is not poor on the right. He can play well on the right. He plays for Ren on the or played for Rene on the right. So he can do this role on the right. For those who don't think he can. Savio, well, he will fit into that role on the left perfectly. Then we are looking at Oscar Bob getting more playtime, Rico Lewis potentially getting more playtime in this deeper role. We are looking at, I don't know, Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes, how do you spell his name again like that? We are looking at Bruno Guimaraes getting more game time here. Where does Bernardo Silva, well, coming in and getting playtime, where does Bernardo Silva fit into this system? That's what I kind of wonder. Because he's not at the level he should be anymore to force him into this system. Like, if this is prime Bernardo Silva, yeah? Okay, yeah, force him into it. You can rotate Doku and Silva. You can even start Bernardo Silva and then let Doku play sometimes too. And... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. and you will have Bob and Foden rotate. Okay, you can also have Silva rotate with all of these guys. All of these guys Bernardo Silva can rotate with. But this is not prime Bernardo Silva. I think that's something important to understand. He is no longer that good. He has been outright poor at the end of the season, and a lot of Manchester City fans, they grow attached to their players. But sorry, that is something that you have left over from when Manchester City was a small club, which we were. When I grew up, Manchester City was a small club. We are not a small club anymore. We can't be attached to these players anymore to this degree. He is no longer at the level he should be. He has to leave. That is my opinion. And it is brutal, but if you are a big club, you have to be brutal. Either you are a small club and you are nice to your players, or you are a big club and you are brutal to your players. And I believe you are a big club now. So here is the brutal truth. Bernardo Silva is no longer at the level he needs to be at Manchester City. I think we can replace him. I think if we sell him, we will replace him. And I want him to leave. That is brutal truth. I still love him, and no Manchester City fans, no, I don't hate him, I don't have an agenda against him. I just think he's getting old. And when players get old, they stop being as good as they used to be. That's normal. So for all the Manchester City fans who want to get defensive over Bernardo Silva, please use a proper argument other than you're a fake fan, because that's not very productive. I've probably been a Manchester City fan since longer than most of the people watching, so that's not an argument I will engage with. If you do, leave it below. If you have decent arguments though for why you think Bernardo Silva should stay, I am always interested to hear them, so drop them down below in the comments. And I'll see you there. I'll try to answer you if you have any good arguments. And thank you for watching the video to the end. If you enjoyed this type of content, please go check out some of my older content that I do on the channel. And maybe like and subscribe, always helps out a ton and I appreciate the support. My monthly goal was 60 subscribers. We are already over that. Thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.